When we were making Dhoom, we never dreamt that there'd be a Dhoom 2, let alone a Dhoom 3.
Abhishek Bachchan, Vijay Krishna Acharya, Bhawana Somaaya, Ritesh Batra, Rohan Sippy, Neeraj Roy, the CEO and MD of Hungama Digital Media Entertainment Private Limited, and others were seen at the Day 2 of FICCI Frames 2014.
The success of Dhoom paved the way for the sequel, which was Dhoom 2. The success of Dhoom 2 made us aware that we must have a Dhoom 3. But we could not have a Dhoom 3 unless we kind of broke the mold that we ourselves had set up. So in that sense, the idea will always be first. The script should always be first. I don't think you can make a film without it, and certainly not a franchise.
Batman is about Batman and his adventures. Although Dhoom is Jay and Ali's adventures, but you can pick them up and place them in any situation. That also makes it easier for it to become a franchise because you can pick and choose your situations as you wish. As actors, you never really sign up saying, this is going to go into a huge franchise, so let me block 10 years of mine. When we were making Dhoom, we never dreamt that there'd be a Dhoom 2, let alone a Dhoom 3.
Today, at Ghana, our biggest competitor is not all the other music streaming services, it's piracy. And I think the way we're trying to solve that is by saying, rather than saying, you know, stop piracy, we're doing all that too, but that can only go so far. Our mandate upon ourselves is, can we build something that is so good that it's better than piracy? Can we help you find music you didn't even know you were looking for? Can we delight you with a song that, based on your consumption trends, we can figure out that you might like this new song? Can we help you see what your friends are listening to? Can we help you find music for when you're about to go to the gym? And our view is that we can conquer piracy through convenience more than anything else. And if we deliver good enough of a value proposition and we create those engagements that we're aiming for, whether it's us or somebody else, eventually the value proposition will be good enough that users will pay.
We're looking at what we can do with digital goods and loyalty. So we're working with 37 banks. We found out that these banks have loyalty programs, and every time you kind of swipe, it's almost like an aspiration that you swipe, the cashback becomes a digital good. So we were putting together a program whereby if you've swiped 1,000 rupees, maybe you get yourself a song, you know. You've swiped yourself 3,000 rupees, you have access to a game. Now, when you build out, now that to me, when we went deeper into it, we found that there's about 1,800 crores of points which have been earned sitting on the balance sheet of banks, and hence a liability, but haven't been utilized. Now I think that is an interesting way, as opposed to stating in India that fine, we'll run advertising, because the CPC, CPM kind of model, I mean, we're now a little over 100 million people on mobile, we'll be closer to 600 million the next 4 years. We're adding about 7 million consumers per month. That $1, you know, sort of CPM is only going to go down, and, you know, friends like Sam are only going to be sort of, you know, drawing it down to make it more effective for your marketeers.
Irfan was really the ideal choice for the material. He was the first person that popped in my head when I finished writing and it was working on the page. But he's also, you know, a well-recognized name internationally. So the producers were very excited when I said that Irfan is ideal for this. Because he's sort of younger for the part. The man in the film is supposed to be in his mid to late 50s. So he's not the sort of the usual suspect for this part. But the producers were definitely very excited, and then I had a strong instinct about him, and we went for it.
I don't know how many screens Lunchbox has opened in America, but they don't end up spending a huge amount on P&A. Here, whatever the size, there's a one-size-fits-all. So when Vijay is doing a Hawaii, I'm sure you're still faced with big numbers proportionate to the budget at the same time as you do a big commercial film. So that's really the evolution that's not happened. I think partly also, and maybe Jim can tell us, I don't know if there are any markets where we've kind of abdicated our terms with the exhibitors so much where you slide down the scale. Typically a small film, or whatever we call that film, will grow with word of mouth. A Slumdog Millionaire starts on 4 screens or 8 screens and goes up and up. But your terms are not changing.